Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to go on an absolutely incredible journey deep inside the human body. We're going to explore something you do thousands of times a day without even thinking about it, breathing. So, let's dive right in. Go on, try it with me right now. Take a really deep breath in, and now let it all out. Feels good, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder what actually just happened? Where did all that air go, and what was its mission? Well, that is exactly what we are about to find out. Okay, so first things first, why do we even have to breathe? I mean, what's the point? The answer is actually pretty simple, but it's super important. It's all about energy. I want you to think about your body like it's a car. Now, a car needs fuel to go, right? Well, your fuel is all the yummy food you eat. But here's the thing, a car also needs air to burn that fuel and make it go. And for your body, that air is oxygen. When you mix the fuel from your food with the oxygen you breathe, your body creates all the energy you need for, well, everything. Running around, jumping, learning new things, and even for when you're sleeping. So how exactly does the oxygen get where it needs to go? It's not magic. It follows this really cool special pathway, kind of like a superhighway, that leads right into your body. Come on, let's follow a single little particle of air on its incredible trip. The whole journey kicks off in your nose. From there, that air zips down your throat, which has a fancy name, the pharynx, and it goes right past your voice box or larynx. Then it's down the windpipe, the trachea, which splits into two tubes called the bronchi, and these guys lead directly to the final destination, your lungs. You know, your nose does way more than just smell things. It is an amazing air filter. The tiny hairs and sticky stuff inside, mucus, they act like a security checkpoint. They trap all the dust and germs so that only clean, fresh air gets to your very delicate lungs. Pretty cool, huh? All right, our air has arrived safely in the lungs. Now, this is where the most important part of the entire journey happens. I like to call it the great gas swap. So your lungs aren't just two big, empty bags. No way. They are packed full with about 300 million microscopic air sacs called alveoli. The best way to picture them is like teeny tiny bunches of grapes or itty-bitty balloons at the very end of the smallest airways. And this is where the magic happens. And get ready for this, because this is a mind-blowing fact. If you could take all of those millions of tiny alveoli and spread them out flat, they would cover about 80 square meters. That is almost the size of a tennis court. All of that surface area is packed right inside your chest. Isn't that amazing? So here's the swap. This is the crucial trade. Right there in the alveoli, the oxygen you just breathed in literally jumps from your lungs right into your blood. And at the exact same time, a waste gas your body needs to get rid of, called carbon dioxide, jumps out of the blood and into the lungs so you can breathe it out. And here is the proof that the swap is really happening. Just look at these numbers. The air you breathe in is about 21% oxygen, but the air you breathe out is only 17% oxygen. So where did that missing 4% go? You got it, into your blood. And now look at carbon dioxide. It goes from almost nothing when you breathe in to a full 4% when you breathe out. That's all the waste your body is tossing out. Okay, so the oxygen has made it into the blood. Mission accomplished, right? Not yet. Its journey is not over. It now has a very, very important delivery to make to every single part of your body. You see, the oxygen hitches a ride on these special cells in your blood called red blood cells. Just think of them as a massive fleet of tiny little delivery trucks. They pick up the oxygen from the lungs and then race through your body to deliver it everywhere, to your brain, your muscles, your skin, literally everywhere. So, when that oxygen delivery finally arrives at a cell, it gets combined with the fuel from your food. And that process creates these molecules called ATP. The easiest way to think about ATP is as tiny, rechargeable batteries. And these little batteries power everything your cells do, which, in turn, powers you. So our cells are energized, they're happy, they're powered up, but making all that energy created that waste product we talked about earlier, carbon dioxide. So you know what that means? It's time to take out the trash. So the carbon dioxide travels back to the lungs and the blood, it makes that jump back into the alveoli, and then what? Well, there's a big flat muscle right under your lungs called the diaphragm. To breathe in, it tightened up. Now, to breathe out, it just relaxes. And as it relaxes, it pushes up on your lungs, gently squeezing all that old air filled with carbon dioxide right out of your body, Whoosh, out it goes. Wow, what an amazing trip that was. All of that from a simple breath of air to powering your entire body. Let's do a super quick recap of this whole awesome adventure. So let's put it all together. You breathe in air full of oxygen. That air travels all the way down to your lungs. In the lungs, the great gas swap happens. Oxygen hops into your blood and carbon dioxide hops out. Those little red blood cell delivery trucks carry the oxygen to all your cells. The cells use that oxygen to make energy batteries called ATP. And finally, you breathe out all that leftover carbon dioxide waste. It's a perfect cycle, happening over and over with every single breath you take. And that just about wraps it up. Your breathing system, your respiratory system is working hard for you 24/7. So I'll leave you with a final thought to take with you. What's one simple thing? Maybe something like playing outside in the fresh air, or just avoiding really dusty places. What's one thing you can do today to say thank you and keep this amazing breathing machine running strong? Thanks so much for joining me.